Hello to all of our viewers and subscribers. Thanks for tuning into our channel this week. Today's feature comes to us from the garage of retired firefighter Wayne Tyson. Wayne just loves hot rods, and his career must be the reason why all of his cars wear flames. You may remember Wayne's stunning chip boost designed Deuce Roadster in episode 189, a link which we'll have for you in the description below. This truck is based on the attractive post-war design that still resonates with classic truck fans to this day. Wayne's truck does everything well and with the utmost in class. When you see this feature, you'll understand why he loves this truck, and they're the favorites of many other truck enthusiasts too. Sit back and enjoy Wayne's awesome red hauler. Now, let's go for a ride.
My name is Wayne Tyson. I'm a hot rodder. I've been into hot rodding since I was 12 years old, and a lot of cars I've had have never made the streets and never even started, but I've had some that have been around for a long time. I believe if you build them and have them, you should drive the piss out of them. My truck here I've had for 30 years, and it's on my list of wants. When I lived back east, I always wanted a 32 Ford Roadster, which I have, and I've always wanted a 52 Chevy pickup truck that I have. I saw the pickup truck when I was working for the good guys, and I worked for them for 22 years as a part-time, and I ended up being the event coordinator for the 4 car shows that they have in Pleasanton. And one of the shows we have in November, we have a big car corral. And it's not unusual to have 300-400 cars in the car corral. And I was there, and I looked over and I saw this pickup truck, and it was about 50% finished, maybe a little less than that, but it was a runner. And as soon as I saw it, I wanted to reach in my pocket and figure out how I was going to get money to buy it. And I had 3 of my buddies there, and I asked them, go over and check it out for me, because I knew I was already drooling wanting this thing. So they went over and looked at it and went through it and crawled in it and under it and everything. The guy was asking $10,000 for it, and I would have gladly paid it at that time and not even gotten any closer. And they came back and they said, the truck's worth every penny. He says, it's put together well, it's a driver, it needs paint, needs upholstery, needs, the other lot of things to finish it. And I said, well, go back and take it for a ride and tell me what you think about it. So they did, and they came back and they said, if you don't buy it, one of them is going to. So I went over to the guy, offered him $9,000, and he took it. I'm happy. I was tickled to death that I got it. It has a Chevy 355 horsepower Chevy crate motor in it. Has a Mustang 2 power rack and pinion. The transmission is a 700 R4 Corvette with a shift kit. It's a 9-inch Ford 356 gear ratio, positive traction rear. It's got a tilt steering wheel out of a 1980 Chevy and a Leclerc steering wheel. It has VDO gauges. It has a triangulated 4-bar suspension with coilovers. Edelbrock 4-barrel carburetor. It's got a Sony stereo, the 500 system, and with a CD changer, which is probably antique by now, but I'll replace it one of these days. Has weld wheels, 5-inch and 4.5, a Walker radiator, a Ron Francis wiring kit, has a vintage air AC unit and a heater. It has custom taillights that we took off a junk car we found and molded into the back. The paint was by Bernie's Auto Body in Livermore. I don't know that even exists anymore. And he also did the flames on it. The paint is the same as my Roadster. It's DuPont number 57, so the red matches both of them. The interior was by Mile High Upholstery, a guy named Steve Lamb in Pleasanton, California. And the interesting thing is the door panels have flames on them, and the headliner has flames on it too. It has a glide seat with armrest in there, a recessed antenna. It has a custom hinged bed cover over it. We V-butted the windshield, so that makes it look like it's one piece. And the bed cover is padded. The truck is named Chuck. We call it Chuck the Truck, and that gets a lot of laughs when people look at that. It's a runner. It's been to Yellowstone. It's been to Pleasanton 5 or 6 times. It's never been on a trailer except when I moved here from Pleasanton, California. Everybody that's ever driven it loves it, and I've had about 5 or 6 of them that drove it want to buy it. It's unique now because it's got my own paint on it, my own upholstery, and my own signature, which makes it my truck.
Wayne's perfect presentation of a modified truck certainly puts the hot in hot rod. With classic, unaltered looks of the early 50s Chevy pickup, the right stance, the perfect wheel and tire combination, eye-searing red paint with classic flames, a comfortable interior, a reliable drivetrain, and a modern chassis all total a truck that needs to be seen and driven. And drive it he does. Thanks, Wayne, for sharing your awesome truck with all of our YouTube viewers. Next week, we'll bring you a car you don't see that often. This one will please Mopar aficionados and muscle car fans too. I'm talking about a 1967 Dodge Coronet RT convertible, and this one's a beauty. It's an unusual color that really looks great on this body style. Until then, please remember to be careful out there.